because I know my demographic has a lot of different people in the blue collar community watching me. There's railroaders, there's electricians, there is HVAC technicians, of course, lots of truck drivers. And some of you have been asking me to react to a video of a person who I don't want to mention their name, but I own them on a live stream, on their own live stream, by the way. I was able to actually take over 2,500 subscribers and counting from them with simple facts. You know, this individual used to say, you can never get anywhere with trucking. I'm going to do something else other than trucking. I'm going to get out of trucking. I'm going to stop trucking. When are you going to do it? You know, truck driving is one of those things that you can work to get out of. When it comes to driving a truck, it can be one of the most unhealthy things. And I made a video on this. It can be one of the most unhealthy jobs that you can have if you don't do your part in going home and staying fit, exercising, eating right? As an extra board line haul truck driver, one of the things that I can tell you is they will run you into the ground. In line haul, whether you're union or non-union, they can and they will run you into the ground. Union and non-union is different. When you're non-union, they're going to run you into the ground with those miles. Non-union. Union is because we have a fluctuating schedule. You'll work nights, you'll work days, especially when you're on the bottom of the board. This is not for the weak. A lot of people cannot handle being a union extra board line haul truck driver. But I've been making good money since I started as a bullfrog. Line haul truck driving, extra board, line haul truck driving. I prefer the extra board. Even if I had the seniority, I wouldn't want a bid. I've had a bid a few times for more than a couple months. Didn't like it. I don't like doing the same thing every day. I'm going to be going to Russia soon. So actually tomorrow, I think I'll be going live with American Sputnik. American Army veteran. You guys have probably seen our live streams. Our live stream that I did on his channel that we did together has a little over 1,000 views. And next year is when I'm planning to go to Russia. So I've actually been learning Russian. Russian, Ruski, Russia, Россия. And it has been one of the most interesting languages. And I never expected to even start learning it. My buddy Marcelo has been an outstanding influence in my life. Our friendship has developed and grown exponentially over the last 4 years. And I've learned so much from the dude. Got a lot of respect for him. I think he's 30 years old. He's seen a lot. He's done a lot. And I can't wait to get out to Russia. I can't wait to start showing you guys what union money does. I'm going to start traveling the world. Like I said, this is going to become a travel vlogging channel. There's a lot of people that talk on YouTube, but they can't back it up. And a lot of my haters who make videos, that's them. You guys are going to see this as time goes on, right? I talk, but I also do. A lot of people talk, but they don't do. Think about how many of your favorite creators say they're going to do this, say they're going to do that. They don't do it. I've said from day one, I was going to buy my house, and I bought it. Now, unfortunately, you're going to need to have more and more money when you buy a home. A lot of you truck drivers out there, you have a home right now. Comment below. Is it worth it to have a home? Yes, 10 out of 10 times, every single day, it's worth it to have a home. My family's happy. I'm happy. I have a place to hang my hat, place my shoes, and love my family. This has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Building equity, sure. Building equity is great. You'll hear a lot of people talk about building equity. Now, I don't care if the equity in my home builds or not. Why? Because you're going to pay more taxes, right, as the value of your home increases. I mean, most people know this, but if you don't, you're hearing this for the first time, you know. Equity is whatever. Pay your home off. Pay it off. That should be your first and foremost goal. Don't break your ass doing it. We have a very, very good raise going on here. A very good raise every year. Right now I'm getting 79 cents a mile and 31.68 an hour. And I'm making good money. 4 days I brought home $1,500. I grossed $2,200. I'm happy with that. I'm happy working 4 days a week. I actually have been only working by choice 4 days a week. I take my time off. I enjoy my family. Are you able to do that where you're at? A question that if you're living outside of California, you probably are doing that. You know, especially if you're OTR, you're probably going over the road, staying out for a week or two, and going home for a week. Bravo, brothers and sisters. If you've bought a home, that is part of your pension. I hear a lot of people say, screw the pension, I'm going to diversify my investments. I'm going to get into crypto. I'm going to, have a Roth IRA. I've got, this investment manager. I have one of those. You should have one, especially when you buy a home, and you should have your home in a trust. It usually costs a little money, but it's going to be well worth your time. It's going to be worth it to have a person that manages your stocks, right? An S&P 500. Nvidia is another good stock to have. You should have, by now, you should have at least 5 shares of Nvidia by now. You should. I think right now it's like $4,000 a share, $3,000, something like that. But it's just the beginning for Nvidia. Retirement is all about pension, bro. And people used to be very adamant about it. People would be willing to go on strike and miss a couple of house payments to make sure that they keep their pensions. People used to be willing to fight, bros and sisters. People used to be willing to get their hands dirty for these things. This is freedom, right? Being able to sit back on your money. UPS drivers, union LTL drivers, union food service drivers, they're able to retire 50 years old. My dad retired at 52. I know guys who retired at 48 years old. Pension plus 401k plus, I don't understand guys that sit there and tell you, I don't need a pension. Why? Why do you not need a pension? Help me understand it. You think that because you're Mr. Don Juan super smart guy, you think you make enough money to save enough for retirement. Do you know how much money you need to have in order to retire today? At least $3 million. At least. And that's for retiring at 52 years old. And 3 million is actually kind of low, but you can do it. You can do it with a house paid off. Okay? Not with a mortgage. I'll never understand it. People get into real estate, make a lot of money. Surgeons, lawyers make a lot of money. But why do they work until they're very old? I don't want to have to do something forever. The only thing that I want to do forever is vlog. I want to travel the world, meet new people, try new foods, smoke cigars in new countries, and chill. That's the end game. But I will not quit my job for that. Right? I won't quit my career for that. I'm going to work. I'm going to save my money, diversify my investments, collect my pension, travel the fucking world, bro. And yeah, I don't care who says that having a house is a scam. If you're putting enough down on a house, it's not a scam. If you have a family, it's not a scam. What are you going to do out here? You're going to go pay rent? All right, go pay rent. Have fun in California. 20, what is it? 25, 2,900 a month now. Right? Right? Up here in the high desert where I live, you know how much rent is up here now? Do you know how much it is? Take a wild guess in the comment section. I'll be able to put my house up for rent if I want and go live wherever the hell that I want. YouTube is going to happen for me. It's just going to take time. I'm not out here making stupid thumbnails and saying dumb shit to get views. I'm giving you guys what I know to be true, what I know to work, what I have seen other people make work. Right? My brother is a Department of Corrections lieutenant of the prison camp. He's in charge of those prisoners. And he's very, very good at what he does. And he's going to retire with about 95% of what he normally makes. That's outstanding. Bravo for my brother. You know, this is how the Nunez's roll. Mr. By the Mile, Andres Nunez. This is how the Nunez's roll, bro. We don't stop. We are always climbing. I have so many things going on in my life that I don't put on YouTube. And a lot of my YouTube content creator haters, they tell you everything about their fucking lives. They're stupid. I mean, that's dumb. Telling everybody what you got going on is stupid. No matter what way you slice it, never tell everybody everything. Never, ever tell everybody everything, especially when it comes to how you are saving for your retirement. The only way that people are going to find out exactly how I'm saving for my retirement, other than having my pension and my Roth IRA and a few, pieces of crypto here and there, is if you are very, very close to me. And then I'm going to let you know exactly what else I'm doing other than this pension and those other things I mentioned. Truck drivers who have a home, you know it's worth it to have a home. These guys out here saying it's a scam, it's not worth it. That's because your punk asses can't afford it. You're a brokey. Like Andrew Tate says, you're brokey. You're fucking brokey. Right? As he sits in his Aston Martin or Bugatti, like the way he says Bugatti. He annoys people because he's successful. That's why he annoys people. And men are always going to be the biggest fucking haters. You make it out here, doesn't matter. Hater. You're drowning in a river, doesn't matter. Yeah, you'll have a hater. Oh, he shouldn't have been doing this, shouldn't have been doing that. Yeah, you're probably right. He shouldn't have been doing this or that. And maybe he wouldn't have drowned or wouldn't have, right? Died for a dumb reason. Right, sure, okay. Men will always hate on you. Men will always have dumb shit to say. Men will always try to derail you, right? Call your job, try to get you fired. This is how weak men operate. These are the men that we have nowadays in the United States of America, worldwide. Bunch of brokey bitches is what you guys are out here. I don't mean to offend you guys personally that are watching this. I'm not talking to you. You guys are listening and watching, and hello everyone. Good to see you all. Hope everything's going well for you. And I'm making this video to inspire you guys, to encourage you, to motivate you, buy a home. If you have to live in a truck for a little while to save the money for a good down payment, right? If it's a $385,000 house, $390,000, $400,000, save 80 grand. I saved $31K at Melton Truck Lines. And if I had actually lived in that truck, I could have probably saved more like 45 or 50. I could have. So in 3 years, that's easily 150K. There's no reason why you guys should not have a home out here. I don't understand why I don't get it. Like, you should be able to save and buy a home, sacrifice for a little while, live in the truck, stop being a bitch, and make it happen. Locally, yes, local truck driving, you can make good money doing it. Depends what company you're working for. You go non-union, forget it. Okay? Forget it. Me, personally, my opinion, people don't like my opinion. I don't want to work non-union trucking. I don't. Spinning my wheels for what? I've been here 5 years, right? I started September 2021, and I invested in the pension as of March 2025. Why? Because 500 hours equals 1 year counted into the pension. That counts as 1 year for the pension. I can retire at 57 years old with about $4K a month, plus Social Security, plus my investment retirement vehicles. But there's people out here that tell me, I don't need a pension, I can just do this. Why not have a pension and the investments you've made over time for retirement? Why not have both? Help me understand this. Why not have both? You're not going to tell me that one is better than the other, but if you have to pick one, a pension is always better than your own way. It's always better. Have your pension. Hey, maybe leave your union trucking job early to pursue your own endeavors, right? You pay your house off within 10 years. You got 10 years more to retire, 10, 13 more years. You decide, you know what? I've got enough money now. My house is practically paid off. Now I can do my own thing. Go ahead, go do your own thing. You'll make a hell of a lot more money, hopefully, to invest for your retirement, and you have that pension waiting for you when you reach that age, right? If you want to understand how the pension works, I have videos on that. I explained it in the last video I made. So many other videos. So don't let people on YouTube tell you that buying a home's not a good idea. People say misery loves company. Oh, Mr. By the Mile, you're miserable because you have a mortgage. No, I'm not, bro. Put it to you this way. I can make per week $1,200 and still make it with my mortgage. Even $900, I can still make it with my mortgage. And if I can do that in Southern California, you can do that wherever the hell you're at. You just got to move to the right location. When it comes to California, pretty much everywhere else, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, pretty damn affordable. But I mean, even Nevada's getting kind of up there. Nevada's kind of like, it's more expensive than Apple Valley in some parts. Henderson is getting pretty expensive. But this is the way of the world. Things get more expensive. This game isn't made for everybody to go to the top. A lot of you out here think that life's unfair. You're right. Life is unfair. It's supposed to be unfair. That way, when you succeed, it is something special. That way, you buy a home, it is something special. It is a mark of accomplishment. And then paying it off, one of the best feelings in the world. And I'm close to that. I let people talk on the internet. Oh, your mortgage and you probably have a high interest rate. No, I don't. I put enough down, bro. Yeah. And you can always put more down and reduce the time it takes to pay it off. 15 year. Put 80K down. Bring it down another 1.5% on the rate. Like, bro, point is just get into the house first. Marry the mortgage, date the rate. It's kind of what they say. Marry the mortgage, date the rate. Worth it every day of my life to have this house. The parties that we've had, the memories we've created, the work I'm doing in my yard, 150,000% worth it. Worth it. Worth it. You're not going to tell me it ain't. And haters going to watch this. They're not going to like what I'm saying because they're broke ass men. Brokies. I'm always going to tell it the way it is, you guys. Anyways, I got Russia coming up soon. Ruski. I speak Russian now. Ruski, just a little bit. You guys on here, my brothers and sisters, I thank you all for being here as long as you have been. Some of you have been here for the full 6 years that I've been making YouTube videos. And I love this. I thoroughly enjoy it. Relationships that I've created. I met Marcelo through YouTube. He was in the Army. He started watching videos on trucking and decided to come this way, where I'm at. The things didn't work out quite the way he wanted them to, but he still ended up in union trucking at Meadow Gold and then 7-Up. And he's accrued himself a pension, both military and Teamster. Outstanding. And he's making it on YouTube now. Like, this is how you guys have to think, and you got to stop watching and hating people because you're not going to get anywhere like that. The reason why I'm always leveling up, and I've leveled up in ways over the last few months that you guys would never know. You would never know what I've been doing. I don't go around fucking spraying shit all over the place. But I have leveled up. And when I start traveling, haters are going to be crying. And I'm going to be going places, meeting new people, trying new foods. Like I said, smoking cigars in new countries. It's going to be a freaking blast. That's what life is about, right? Getting to know places other than your own. And if my parents didn't have me traveling as a youngster, I probably wouldn't even care about traveling right now. You know, I've been in Japan, Tokyo, Nara, Kyoto, Osaka. Have you guys been to Osaka Castle? It's beautiful, gorgeous. There's deers that stay out there all day long in the front courtyard, just walking around all day and people feeding them. The Ferris wheel in Osaka, absolutely beautiful. You can see all the way to the ocean. Gorgeous. La Duomo di Milano in Milan, Italy. I want to go back there. Beautiful cathedral. Absolutely gorgeous. When I land in Moscow, well, first I'll land in Turkey, Istanbul. And then fly out into Moscow, into Moscow to meet my brat. That means brother in Russian. I'm telling you guys, there's so much to do. There's so much to do, so many people to meet, so many new foods to try. It's a tragedy to think that a mortgage is going to weigh you down. There are so many ways to cut corners. There are so many ways to capitalize. There are so many ways to network, to make your life easier and make more money. Dinig. That means money in Russian. Мне нужно много денег. That means I need more money. I always need more money for my family, right? And I'm sorry, you guys, but in order to enjoy life, you got to have some money, right? You just do. You just have to have money, unfortunately, right? But here's the other part. Don't become so blinded by money that it becomes everything you are, right? There's guys who get in their trucks and they just run, bro. All they do is like, dude, take a fucking break, right? It's because they have wives at home that don't really support them. Their wives aren't encouraging them, take time off. No. They want to be on their own. Hey, that's their battle. That's their battle. My wife prefers me home, and I prefer to be home now, especially after doing this for 6 years. I am going to, now that I'm union, I can work 4 days a week and make a damn good check, even 3. Make a damn good check. For every 6 days you're out, you get 48 hours off. You do 12 days, you get 72. Outstanding here. I love it here. Best job I ever had. Best job I ever had. Get out there, obtain licenses and certificates, get training in different languages, get training in different, when it comes to, investing, right? Get to know a lawyer, an attorney. Start making money so that you can keep an attorney on retainer, right? Especially if you're doing YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers out here who don't have attorneys. I have one. Do you? This is for the content creators. And I'm not making this video to make people feel or look stupid. But I see some stupidity on YouTube, bro. Some stupidity. And people whose names I'm just not going to mention anymore. But you guys know who I'm talking about. They make videos all the time on subject matter that I cover constantly, that I've covered for the last 4 years here at this company. And they call me a bragger, dude. I'm just a bragger. Yeah, dog. It's my home, bro. It's my home. I accomplished this. Christ is my witness who helped me accomplish this for my family. I'm proud of myself. And my close friends applaud me for it. My buddy Ruben Sosa, El Sosa, he's making some fucking music right now that slaps, bro. This guy's gonna be famous. Go check out my my live stream. And he told me, he said, you know what, bro? You're right. men are some of the biggest haters. The people closest to you are some of the biggest haters you'll ever meet. He told me, you, my girlfriend, are the only ones that have supported me, not even my friends. What does that tell you? This is a common thing. Men do not uplift one another. Men are complete bitches these days. Total bitches. Now, before you get into trucking, right, like the last video I made, is be aware of what you're getting into. Whether it's LTL, tanker, no matter what you're doing, be educated. Do your homework on the railroad. Do your homework when it comes to HVAC, when it comes to IBEW and being an electrician. Construction. My cousin's a construction worker. He had to deal with getting laid off for like 6 months. That's how it's going to be in that field. That's what it is, bro. Go ask the guys at Psy and Old Dominion that got laid off recently if they're going to get their jobs back. There's no contract that holds the company to a promise of having to bring those laborers back. They don't have to bring those laborers back. They can hire a whole new crop. Non-union is a scam. That's the scam. Spinning your wheels for free, unless you have a home. Be smart with your money. Buy a home. Put it in a trust. Trusts are not that expensive. When you're making that blue-collar good money, trusts are not expensive. Get a good life insurance plan so your wife can pay it off in the event of your passing, right? Of course, there's other things that can happen health-wise. That's why I always encourage be union, because they're going to cover everything if you or a loved one becomes terminally ill. Live better, work union, brothers. Live better, work union. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. Enjoy, and let's get ready for Russia next year. Have a good one, guys.